Stress can actually be a good thing. We keep hearing so much about how stress is going to kill us, but at the end of the day, let's be honest, stress gives us superhuman powers to actually do things we never thought possible. It actually boosts our immune system, it makes us smarter, and it increases our strength. Short-term stress is actually like exercise. Exercise you wouldn't think is good for us. It increases our heart rate, it increases our blood pressure, but those bursts of energy, that's what actually makes us healthier in the long run. We need short-term stress much that same way. It's what boosts us when we're trying to do something challenging or difficult in life. But then just like exercise, we have to turn it off and recover. Because guess what? That chronic stress, that is going to kill us. You see, when we have chronic stress, that alone messes up our neuroendocrine system. What is that? That is our nervous system and our hormones. These are the things that really make sure that we have a good metabolism and that we're healthy every day. Because without that, that's what leads to the 4 killers of disease: our heart disease, cancers, brain function, and our metabolic health. It also affects our mental health. Stress is really so bad and is so highly correlated for depression, for anxiety, for our general mood. And part of that also is because when we have elevated levels of stress, that means our cortisol goes up. And when our cortisol goes up, we cannot produce hormones like testosterone. That's when we have bad mood, depression, and we can't feel like we're strong enough to even get through the day. Now, I myself have felt this directly over the last few years. I'm here doing a startup and I've got a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and life's been absolutely crazy. I was immensely stressed, but there are real ways that we can change our mindset towards stress to give ourselves the life we want. Now, that doesn't mean all of a sudden it's going to be a simple life. We all have challenges. We all have bills we have to pay. Jobs might have long hours or challenging bosses, but it's not so much what's happening to us, it's how we react to it. Because studies actually show that people that have a positive relationship with stress have a lower resting heart rate. They have lower blood pressure. They have an ability to just get through the day no matter what life throws at them. So there has to be a way that we separate when we're willing to be stressed and when it's time to turn it off. Just like exercise, we need to get to that recovery mode. If you're working at home, you have to close the door and leave. Create that buffer as if you had that commute from the office to getting to home. Figure out how you can do that. Closing the door, going through a 5-minute meditation, going for a walk. Do something that physically creates the barrier between when you're at work and when you're not. And ask yourself the question, can I do something about this stress right now? And if you recognize that it's not controllable right now, then it's not serving you. And it's time to turn it off and figure out a way to appreciate the present moment of that you're in, and then schedule that time for when you can get back to whatever challenge that is keeping you up at night. And finally, you have to recognize life is unpredictable. We can't just read all these things about chronic stress and say, we have to turn it off and it's all about meditating or breath work or this or that. No, life's hard. We're busy, but that's okay. What we have to recognize is we're not going to be able to control everything there. And you have to do whatever you believe is possible for you to accomplish your goals, and then turn it off and recognize that every day is the opportunity for you to still be focusing on yourself, focusing on your health, and focusing on your relationships. Because those are the things that we're all going to remember, and those are the things that are giving you the longevity to live the life you want to live. So when it comes to stress, don't think of it as a bad thing. Just think about it, how do I use it as a tool to make myself better and give me the life I want to live, and then turn it off so it's not something that's taking away from me and taking away from the person I can be.